Donald Trump is elected president of the United States, in a kind of historical way, it's exciting because we will see the actual last president of the United States. It just won't work after that.
All right, folks, buckle up and get ready to take a hilarious, no-holds-barred trip down what can only be described as Insult Avenue. We're about to dive into the world of Hollywood's finest, Jonny Depp and Morgan Freeman, who team up to throw some seriously sharp shade in the direction of none other than Melania Trump. And let's face it, when you're roasting Melania, you're really giving Trump a side-eye too. It's like swatting a fly with a sledgehammer. It's not just satisfying, it's an art form. Picture this. Jonny Depp, the man whose eccentric charm and pirate swagger have made him a household name, steps onto the stage at a glitzy gala event. He scans the room, adjusts his signature hat like a pirate about to set sail, and drops the mic. Without saying a word, mind you, because pirates don't need microphones. Finally, with a grin that could rival his most famous character, Captain Jack Sparrow, he leans into the microphone and starts. If there was ever a trophy wife who deserved an Oscar for Best Supporting Role, Johnny smirks, it's Melania Trump. The crowd starts to giggle as he continues. She plays the long-suffering First Lady so convincingly, I almost expect her to break out into a monologue about surviving shipwrecks. But oh, Johnny isn't done yet. No. He leans in a little closer, a mischievous twinkle in his eye, and delivers the next jab. And let's talk about her fashion choices. Every time she steps out in one of those power suits, it feels like she's trying to pretend she's not noticing her husband act like a toddler on a sugar rush. The room erupts into laughter. You can feel the tension melt away as Johnny stokes the fire with each line. Then, in a voice quieter than usual, he adds, "Honestly, though, can you blame her? If I had to walk arm in arm with someone whose ego could sink the Titanic, I'd probably rock the icy blonde hair too." And with that, the crowd is on fire. But just as everyone is catching their breath, here comes Morgan Freeman. Oh yes, the man with the voice that makes even grocery lists sound profound. The room quiets, not because they're intimidated. Come on, who's intimidated by Morgan Freeman? But because they know that when Morgan speaks, it's nothing short of magic.
Trolling the Republican Party. Stated, and what's this guy's name? Mitch McConnell. Is that his name, O'Connell?
Yeah, Mitch McConnell, yeah.
Mitch McConnell. Their stated policy, publicly stated, is to do whatever it takes to see to it that Obama only serves one term. What is that? What underlines that? Screw the country. We're going to do whatever we do to get this black man. We're going to do whatever we can to get this black man.
Folks, he begins, his voice deep and soothing. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine being Melania Trump. The room holds its breath. You're married to a man who thinks he's the star of his own reality show. And guess what? He is. Except instead of hosting a game show, he's running the country. The room gasps, but Morgan pauses dramatically. He's not done. Trust me, he continues. That's way scarier than any pirate adventure Jonny Depp could ever dream up. And with a sly smile, Morgan delivers the knockout punch. Melania's job description basically reads, stand next to a man who talks louder than God and try to look dignified while doing it. If that's not the definition of strength, I don't know what is. The audience explodes into applause, but Morgan isn't finished. Oh no. And let's not forget her famous quote, "Be kind and stop bullying." Oh, sweet irony. Where art thou? Because it seems like Melania has been living inside a Trump rally for 4 years and somehow still managed to stay classy.
Depp's comments, the actor is in the UK to promote a movie, but prompting a backlash overnight. Jonny Depp on stage at a music festival in the UK when, apparently speaking in jest, he referred to assassinating President Trump. When Depp brings up President Trump's name, the audience cheers.
I think he needs help. And, I don't know. A lot of wonderful dark places he could go.
Then Depp said this.
By the way, this is going to be in the press. It'll be horrible.
Now here's the real genius of what both Jonny and Morgan are doing. They're not just throwing out random insults. No, they're shining a spotlight on the sheer absurdity of Trump's presidency. Think about it. Every time Melania gets dragged into the circus, it's because of her husband's inability to keep his mouth shut or his Twitter fingers in check. She's like the human version of duct tape, holding together a house full of broken furniture. According to psychologists, humor is often a coping mechanism, and these two are masters at turning pain into laughs. Studies show that satire has a way of deflating authority figures, popping their inflated egos until all that's left is, well, hot air. Trump? Anyone?
Donald Trump.
He was difficult. I approached Donald Trump as, and it's not just about being a rich kid or anything like that. I approached Donald Trump as what you kind of see in him when you really watch him. There's a pretense, there's something created about him. And he is, I believe, is a brat.
So when Jonny cracks jokes about Melania's stoic demeanor or Morgan praises her quiet resilience, they're not just entertaining, they're reminding us that the best weapon against nonsense is sometimes a good laugh. And here's the best part. Melania doesn't even need to respond. Her silence speaks volumes. While Trump might fire off a tweet in a fit of fury, threatening lawsuits or demanding respect, Melania just keeps walking forward, head held high. It's almost like she's saying, "This too shall pass," as she watches her husband debate windmills on national television. Now, as we move into the future, whether it's 2024 or beyond, one thing is clear: comedy will always play a critical role in shaping public discourse. Whether it's Jonny Depp channeling Captain Jack to mock Trump's pomposity, or Morgan Freeman delivering wisdom wrapped in wit, the message remains the same. Laughing at the absurdity doesn't weaken its impact, it amplifies it. And let's be honest, if Melania Trump can survive 4 years of this circus without losing her mind, maybe we all stand a chance. So the next time Jonny Depp calls her the queen of passive-aggressive elegance, or Morgan Freeman compares her to a superhero saving the world from itself, remember this: you're not just laughing, you're participating in a cultural phenomenon that's saying loud and clear, even in the face of ridiculousness, grace prevails. And who knows? Maybe one day Melania will write her memoir. Maybe it'll be titled, "How to Survive a Marriage to a Reality Star Without Losing Your Sanity." Now that would be a page-turner.
No. But it's still good. It doesn't seem, it seems like something that you at least had a running start on.
Well, I got a feel for him because he's sensational. Absolutely fabulous.
But wait, there's more. Let's talk about immigration for a sec. You know who's an immigrant? That's right. Melania Trump. Born and raised in Slovenia, she came to America with dreams, ambition, and a killer sense of style. Now, considering how much Melania's husband loves talking about walls and deportations, here's a little question. Should Melania be deported back to Slovenia? After all, if we're going by Trump's logic, anyone who doesn't fit his narrow definition of American should pack their bags. But hold on for a second. Wouldn't that mean sending his entire family packing? Can you just imagine Melania giving him a polite nod and saying, "Sure thing, honey. See you later"? Suddenly that wall doesn't look so tall anymore, does it? So, the next time Jonny Depp calls Melania the queen of passive-aggressive elegance, or Morgan Freeman compares her to a superhero saving the world from itself, remember, you're not just laughing. You're participating in a cultural moment that says, even in the face of all the absurdity, grace prevails. And who knows, maybe one day Melania will pen that memoir. And maybe it'll include her own thoughts on surviving a marriage to a reality star without losing her mind. Now that would be worth reading, right? But here's a kicker for you, folks. With Donald Trump elected president in some sort of historic twist, it's almost like we witnessed the rise of the last president of the United States. And let's face it, the road ahead might just be the start of something even more wild than we could ever imagine.